My parents complained that also. Oh, I just want to tell you, I'm recording this because a lot of like the younger, newer reps kind of want to get a chance to see what like a demo by me is like. So don't feel don't feel pressured or anything like that. It's no, it shouldn't be any different than a regular one. I'm just going to send out this recording to reps regardless of whatever happens, just so you know. Cool. I'll make sure to cut it off before like anything revealing actually happens or something at the end. So yeah. So I just wanted to get that out there just so you're not confused by that. But yeah. Well, I see that you have a 21, 12, and 8, 10,
Six.
6 year old. That's like, yeah, that is a big spread. I'd imagine. I don't know why, but whenever my brother was like 6 years old, he was such a little stinker. Like I just, I hated him at that age. I tell you what, man, that was really annoying. I have two siblings. One is 3 years younger than me, and then another one is 6 years younger than me. So he's at like 15, and she's at like 12. And they're stinkers for sure. They really know how to get on my nerves. But that's what siblings do. That's what they're the best at.
Yep.
But yeah, are they in any sports or anything like that?
My daughter's actually fixing to start volleyball. She's going into seventh grade this year.
Oh, got you. And since you know Miss Hendrickson, did y'all find each other like through maybe Jalen?
No, I'm married to her brother.
Oh, that's right, sister-in-law. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, my bad. She that's like the one thing that she gave me about you. That's right. Okay, that's my bad. Well, that's very awesome. Well, anyways, I think we're gonna go ahead and kind of get started here. So I just want to say again, thank you so much for taking the time to see my presentation. So once again, thank you for that. So I get paid to show Cutco, and the company would really like to give, or would like you to give feedback on how I do. They've actually created an app for this, so we're gonna go ahead and go over here to this app page. Do you see like a change of page?
Uh,
Awesome. So this app allows the company to get some very simple feedback from you on me and my presentation, and also eliminates all the paperwork to make everything easier and faster. So if you can go ahead and get started, I'll need you to download the app really quickly, and then I'll give you my 8-digit rep number and our 4-digit meeting number to enter to make this appointment official. So do you have an iPhone or an Android device?
Mine's an Android.
Android? Okay. So if you wouldn't mind, I'm actually going to play. Can you scan this QR code real quick? So whenever you scan that QR code, you should pop up like a page for the download link, and then you just click on download, or I think it's something along that line. It's probably like a blue button.
Do I have to hit play for the QR code?
I'm sorry?
Do I have to hit play on this video for the QR code, or where is it?
Oh no. So for the QR code, so basically you just scan
I
that
see it. Never mind.
with your it should be on the bottom, I think. Yeah. You do know how to use it, right? I know I have some people that don't, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, it's up.
Awesome. All right. So if you just click that download button, I'll let it download. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you this video, this Android video that basically shows you everything that you need to do and why we have this app. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video for you, and then I'll kind of explain it a little bit after. Let me know if you can hear and see it. Can you hear and see it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So you did hear and see all that video, correct?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. So were you able to do all the things that he said in there?
Yep, I got it up.
Awesome. So cool. So if you would go ahead and go ahead and go to that first, you should see a list of questions, right? If you've already typed in the rep number and the meeting number.
Oh, it erased my number. Darn it.
What's up?
Do you have it? I said it erased the number. Do you have it?
Oh yeah, I do. Yep. Should be this right here. Can you see it?
Six zero seven 44465.
All right, and after you type in that rep number and meeting number, it's actually going to pull up a couple questions. So if you can just answer the first two questions. The first one's going to be like, was I on time? Which I mean, again, these are all completely anonymous, so you can answer them however you want to. Again, they will help me to get better, so please answer them 100% honestly. And yeah, so you can answer the first two questions, and just let me know whenever you're done with that.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. All right. So at the end of our presentation, there'll actually be a way for you to help sponsor me to reach my goals in the company. So I just want to say thank you so much for your help, Miss Leanne. So is that fine if I call you Miss Leanne instead of Miss? How do you say your last name?
Miss Leanne's fine.
Miss Leanne. Okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, so if you go ahead and open up the app, answer the first two questions, and then set the phone off to the side until we finish, then that would be awesome.
Okay.
We're going to get it into the About Me section. So I know that picture is really warped. I apologize for it. It annoys me every time. I really need to fix it. But yeah, so if you will, can I tell you a little bit more about me?
Sure.
Awesome. So that way we're not talking complete strangers, right? So my name, as you may already know, is Colton Bennett, and I'd like to start off with my number one. I love God and my church. I believe the community built around my church and a couple of the churches I've been to is just a different kind of nice, and I find myself being very comfortable around them. Another thing about me is that I'm an incoming sophomore in college, and I'm studying engineering in the Glen Brenham Texas A&M Engineering Academy program, and I'm hoping to transfer to College Station at the end of this year. So do you mind if I share some of my goals with you?
Sure.
Awesome. So as you can tell, in the future, I would like to become an engineer, and I believe Cutco has helped me to do that because classically, engineers tend to lack communication skills. So I'm trying to learn those now to help me in my future when I do become an engineer, so that I'll be able to present my ideas in a way that is relatable to others. I also would like to create a life that's worthwhile for my future family, and I think these skills, as well as income I'm able to earn here with Cutco, is helping me to achieve that. Lastly, I'm looking to build a home that I'm extremely proud of that hopefully my family is able to use for generations to come. So yeah, so that's a little bit about me. So as you can imagine, some of my friends are just laying around watching Netflix or playing video games right now, like Darren, if you know Miss Hendrickson's son. But I'm trying to use this time as an opportunity to build my resume and gain some new skills. So I really appreciate you seeing my demo today. So can I tell you a little bit why I'm working with Cutco?
Sure.
Cool. So the reason I'm working with Cutco is because I have to set my own appointments, build my network, and learn how to communicate over the phone, which I believe are some of the most sought after skills in the job market. And I believe they will help me a ton when trying to earn my future dream job. Ultimately, I'm coupling my degree with professional experience to become the best engineer in my industry. So yeah, so I actually just started my SC2 conference contest. So I know that doesn't mean a whole lot to you right now, but basically that means we have a summer sales push, or this is actually our second one. So it's basically at the end of this summer sales push, which is 2.5 weeks long, we have a big conference with like, I don't even know how many people, but like 4 regions of people from like half of the United States down, all congregate in one big conference, and it's really, really cool. And so basically for this conference, we have a giant sales push, which if you wouldn't mind, can I share my screen with you?
Mhm.
Awesome. All right, give me 1 second to pull up that slide for you. There we go. All right, cool. Share screen and my Safari. Cool. All right. Can you see the beautiful sunset picture?
Mhm.
Awesome. So a little known fact, I actually just took that picture last week. Me and my family just traveled in an RV together. Get this, an RV together with 5 of us, all the way to Florida and back for 10 days, right? So yeah, so definitely very painful and rewarding at the same time. But yeah, so I took this picture out there on that beautiful beach, and this is kind of like my SC2 slide. So this is kind of what I do, or why I do what I do. So basically, it just started today. It really did, which is really super cool. You're like my second demo, so really awesome there. Basically, I have this giant goal of $20,000 by the end of this 2.5 weeks. I'm currently $200 under that $20,000 in sales total for my career. I'm trying to get that again for this 2.5 weeks, which I forgot to fill it in since my past demo, because that was like, I ended my past demo 20 minutes ago. So I haven't filled it in yet, but I'm like, I guess 10% there, like 10% there, which is really cool. So yeah, over here, by reaching this goal, it almost exactly pays my college tuition for this coming fall semester, which is very important to me. I don't know if you graduated college or if you went to college, but if you did, I can imagine that you know about tuition and you know about the giant overhead of money that's falling down on you like a weight around your shoulders as you try and begin your first years in your career, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to gain the money to save up for that and not let that be so heavy. So by reaching this $20,000 goal, I will save up enough for my room and board, my rent, college books, HEB and Walmart money, which gets very expensive. Food is a big expensive thing. And then
Yep.
obviously like other third-party homework apps and stuff for my college professors and parking tickets. I get those sometimes. Parking, speeding tickets. It happens. So yeah. And then over here, obviously car payments are big. I have a 2019 Tacoma. As you can imagine, it's a pretty big purchase. It's a pretty big car payment as well. So definitely like to be able to afford that. And obviously gas money is pretty big as well. So over here, my girlfriend, I know this isn't the best place for her, but they can get expensive too. Um, the food and the cost of food and dates, kind of, I mean, your meals start to double in price for having a girlfriend. And I've kind of figured that out after 2.5, actually, we're going on to 3 years in September, no, in August 29th. So definitely have figured out that she costs something, but she's worth it. So yeah, so at this August 29th date, I actually have already started planning for our anniversary. I went and booked out two nights for 2 different Airbnbs in Corpus Christi. She loves Corpus. She goes to school there for Texas A&M Corpus Christi, and I know that she would love the trip out there, especially whenever it's not at her dorm and at her college. So I'm definitely ready to have that, but I'm also ready to pay that off because, as you can imagine, 2 Airbnbs and also dinner and everything else would be pretty expensive. So really
Yep.
ready to have that paid off. So that's kind of what my big goal is for. And then over here, obviously, this is a little bit more about me. It's kind of like a little motivational slide. So obviously this is me in a more full picture. So if you wanted to imagine that, that's what I look like. And then this over here are my friends. Darren's in here somewhere, probably right there. He's in the middle. And then obviously I have the rest of my 6 friends on top of some others here, which is they're my favorite friends. I don't know if you know about the Octagon. Miss Hendrickson may have told you about it, but we are just a really close knit group of friends. And yeah,
Yes,
so
I've seen
that's
y'all's
us.
prom pictures, all that good stuff.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. I'm part of that silly group, but yeah. And then over here, these are my new doggos. They are super cute. Love them to death. Cooper and Lola. They're the cutest things in the world. And right over here, this is kind of where I'm at in school. So I'm dual enrolled between Glenn and Texas A&M for the Engineering Academy program. This is kind of like the vector Cutco opportunity that I've been given, and I think that it's going to help me get to this area that I really want to be. So if you don't already know, this is a picture of the inside of the Zachary building at Texas A&M. This is their new state-of-the-art engineering building. It is the newest engineering, newest and best, in my personal opinion, engineering a building in the entire United States, which is really awesome. I love it there, and I would love nothing more than to spend my entire life there. So definitely would love to have that career and be in there. So yeah, and this is kind of like another showing of a thermometer. I am less than that now because of my last sale, so I'm at like a little under $200 away from my $20,000 goal, which is super, super awesome. So really excited about that. But yeah, so I can go ahead and stop sharing that with you now. I know that was a lot, but that's a little bit about me. So let me go ahead and go back over to our demo. So yeah, so like I said, I have those 2.5 weeks to try and reach that goal. And if I do reach that goal of $20,000 in sales, I can earn a President's Club letter, which you can kind of see a little bit of a paragraph about it. But it basically means I would be receiving a certificate of merit and a personalized recommendation letter from the Cutco president, which, as you can imagine, can go a very far way whenever it goes on a resume. A letter from your CEO of like a multi-million-dollar company would definitely be a big thing to have on your resume. So very, very cool. And then over here, we have the All-American Scholarship. I'll also have a chance to win this to help with school. So definitely needed and wanted any amount of money towards my tuition. So would love to try and participate for that. So yeah, so Miss Leanne, since I just started, I'm going to be reading from my manual. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I don't know what I would do if you said no. So yeah, we'll go ahead into this here. So like I said on the phone, you don't have to get anything, but if you do see something that you like, you can get it today. Not only would you be getting a great product, but you'd also be helping me out towards my goals. Also, I'm only able to work through referrals. So another goal that I have today is that you like me and Cutco enough to recommend me to some of your friends. So Cutco's awesome. You can buy sets or pieces, and we have tons of accessories and gifts. We also have interest-free monthly investment options, so you don't have to pay for it all at once. And I'm going to be able to give you the best deal possible on whatever you decide to get today. So just so I know, do you cook because you have to, like to, or love to?
Depends on the day. Sometimes
Depends
I
on the
have
day.
to,
I hear
and
that a lot.
sometimes I love it.
I definitely hear that a lot. Well, you are going to love Cutco. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and move into the first part of our presentation here, which is a short video that shows the quality of Cutco. After that, I'll show you the pieces in our basic set. So a few things to know is that number one, these are real customers. Some of them have had Cutco for decades. Number two, notice the forever guarantee. This is what makes us a top selling brand in North America. Are you familiar with Cutco's forever guarantee?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, yeah, it's pretty awesome, right? So yeah, so a quick reminder to double check that your volume is turned up so you can hear everything okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play this video and mute myself for a little bit. That way there's no like feedback back and forth.
Okay.
Also, I would recommend before this really gets started that you do kind of pay attention to this because I know that you already are a Cutco owner. And I do know that you kind of already know about Cutco and what they do. But I will say that a lot of this is kind of renewing your knowledge about your Cutco that you already have. So even if you don't get anything today, it's kind of important to make sure that you know how to correctly use it and kind of remind yourself about that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, cool.
Nice.
I guarantee amazing.
Mhm.
This one is my absolute favorite, and I have no clue why. I think it's just because like I'm a college kid and I don't really need like a whole lot of knives. But, like this is the one that I want the most. This is it. I stopped the video. My bad. There we go. The freaking zombie apocalypse knife.
Yeah.
This thing is like a machete. You ever eat watermelon like in the summer or ever make it for your
Uh-huh.
kids? Yeah. It looks exactly like my parents' drawer at home. You have a drawer like that?
Yeah, I might have one that looks like that.
You might, yeah.
I might.
I think everyone kind of does, but it could definitely see some improvement. This is about to be my favorite demonstration video. I know that's kind of sad that I have a favorite demonstration video, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Just wait. Look at that. It just cuts right through a freaking penny. I did that for my roommates in person. It was awesome. The knives or the scissors are like perfect after too. They're like I use them all the time. All right. So your video should be done, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So what impressed you the most with what you saw?
I just like the durability and the sharpness of them. And like I said,
Yeah,
we have this couple and I mean,
they're
they've
awesome,
been
right? I mean,
good the whole,
they just
yeah.
don't like. I mean, I don't know. They're like a stallion. You know, they just don't get tired. They don't ever get done. They're just awesome all the time. So, yeah, they're definitely pretty awesome. Cutco is one of the only products that you can buy once, use every day, and never have to replace. So, pretty awesome. So I'll go ahead and move it into this homemaker set here. So Miss Leanne, you can buy individual pieces, but most customers agree that over a lifetime, sets are a much better value. It's important to have the right tool for the right situation because of safety and efficiency. We have two larger set options for customers who love to cook called the Ultimate and Signature, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with the pieces in our basic set, which is the most popular. It's called the Homemaker Plus 8. It has the minimum number of tools to do 100% of the jobs in your kitchen as efficiently as possible. Also, these are all the pieces right here. Sorry, I should have shown this to you along the way, but these are all the pieces right here in the homemaker, and then these are the colors that we have for them. So out of these colors here, which one do you like the best?
Probably just the black one.
The black one. You know what I say every time that happens? It's gonna be a really corny joke, and also a customer said to it, and I kind of have to stick to it all the time now. Black knives matter. And I have a couple customers laugh like that, so I figure it's worth it. But yeah, anyways, that's good. So the homemaker is the best value for the average family, and it starts with your paring knife. So this is Cutco's air knife. It has a long handle, which makes peeling and paring comfortable. You'll use this for small jobs in the air, like peeling apples and holding strawberries and stuff like that. Like kind of just the smaller things that you can hold in your hands for the most part. And so definitely not really anything on the cutting board though, which is why you're going to have your next up trimmer. So this is your small utility knife for small fruits and veggies. So I'm going to go and play the video here. I don't know if you have the trimmer, but this thing is awesome. You can see how smooth it is with a tomato of all things. I mean, tomatoes are like the hardest thing to cut and not have it go everywhere. And just look at that. Like, isn't that awesome? So yeah, you'll never smash a tomato ever again. It's also great for cucumbers, oranges, lemons, and limes, and also for slicing raw chicken into strips. So everyone loves the versatility of the trimmer, but it is never used for spreading or serving, which is why you have your next up, my personal favorite, the spatula spreader. So this wide, flexible double D edge on this piece allows you to cut, spread, and serve sandwiches, bagels, lasagna, and cake. It's perfect for getting peanut butter and jelly out of a jar with super smooth spreading or getting brownies out of the pan. But you'll never use it on meat or like medium-sized vegetables, which is why you have your next up 6 and 3/4 petite carver and turning fork. So this large utility knife is your everyday meat knife for chicken and small roasts. It's also for large summer fruits as well and like tough vegetables. Wait till you see it glide right through the cantaloupe. Have you ever tried like cutting through a cantaloupe?
Oh yeah.
Have you tried it with a Cutco knife? Like this knife?
Not that one, no.
This thing is really good at it. It's good at cantaloupe. It's good at like watermelon. If you don't want to do it with a butcher knife and pineapple, I would suggest it the most with pineapple. It is so cool. You just like slide through it. You just like glide through it. It's awesome. So definitely would recommend doing this with cantaloupe and what did I just say? Pineapple too for sure. So the turning fork has 3 sharp tines, which makes it easy to turn meats and veggies and get things out of jars. But none of the pieces, however, are used for larger foods so far. So which is why you're going to have your next up butcher knife. So this is your heavy duty, like butcher apocalypse, zombie apocalypse machete knife. So this disjoints large meats and is also great for melons and squash and separating frozen foods like hot dogs and hamburgers. Protects your other knives because it's the only piece in the basic set strong enough for those jobs. But it's definitely not a chopping knife, which is why you have your next up 7 5/8 petite chef knife. So the high knuckle clearance makes it comfortable and safer for dicing, mincing, and chopping. This delicate chopper is great for the 6S's. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm gonna try not to mess up. Soup, salad, stir fry, stew, stuffing, and salsa. Oh my God, I did it. I'm so happy. I always mess up that part. Yeah, so chef knives are for chopping, which is why you have your next up 9 3/4 inch slicer. So this is kind of like the best bread knife in the world. The long double D edge makes it great for cutting cakes, shredding lettuce, and slicing boneless meats, but it's definitely not for anything with a bone, which also, look at this thing just like glide right through bread. Like this is seriously a great bread knife. Like look at that. I want to go make a sandwich now with that bread. Like it's awesome. So yeah, this is why you actually have your master carving set. So this is kind of like your spare tire. You won't use it every day, but you'll be glad you have it. Do you ever barbecue or host family dinners?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, awesome. You'll need it for like barbecue, big roasts, and family occasions. Having both forks in the set is important. The turning fork picks food up while the carving fork holds meat down and is wide enough to go around the bones. So can you see how over a lifetime you're going to use every tool in your basic set?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Look at that. Wait for it. Wait for it. Clean. My dad loves that. Like he loves using that. So yeah. So we have that table knives here to complete your set. They're used for every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The wide blade and rounded tip makes it great, safer and great for spreading. But with double D edge, it cuts like a steak knife. We definitely recommend 2 table knives per family member, so you don't have to wash them after every meal. Like my parents, they hate washing like dishes over and over again, and I hate it too because I have to unload the dishwasher. So definitely helps to have multiple of the same thing. That way you don't have to always have them in the dishwasher. So yeah, so as you can see on some tough leather, this table knife holds up pretty damn well. So pretty awesome. So we're going to skip over here to our steak knives. So this is for customers who like the feel of like a larger steakhouse style steak knife. 2 larger sets, the signature set and the ultimate set. These are them right here, by the way, ultimate and signature. Both come with the option for steak knives instead of table knives. The steak knife is kind of like the same length as the trimmer, but with a wider blade and rounded tip. So the steak knife is on top there, the table knife is on bottom. So yeah, so the signature comes with 10 table knives or 10 steak knives, and the ultimate comes with 12. So these sets are perfect when you have company over at the house, or if you just don't want to run the dishwasher constantly, like my parents, you'll have some extra table knives or steak knives kind of there for you to do whatever with. So pretty awesome. We're going to
Do
move into
any
the
of them
storage
come in
option.
the basic set?
The steak knives do not, unfortunately, but the table knives
Just
do.
the table knives. Okay.
Correct. Yes, ma'am. They can't fit in there just because the basic set is kind of too small for it. But
Okay.
yeah, so Miss Leanne, it would be dangerous to have really sharp knives floating in a drawer. So our sets come with a solid oak wood block, which looks great on any counter. We also have storage trays for the drawer or on a wall. So our sets come with a free cutting board as well. It's important to use a soft plastic cutting board because glass, granite, and marble cutting boards are too hard and they will dull your knives. So over here, we have our kitchen tools and entertainer pack, also the shears. So to complement your homemaker set, we also have incredible kitchen tools and gadgets. The 5-piece kitchen tool set matches the rest of your set and comes in a wood block for easy storage. Then we have the 4-piece for entertainer pack, which has comfort grip handles and is of course forever guaranteed. It also comes with our 4 most popular gadgets all in one pack. So we're gonna go ahead and play these short videos one at a time, starting with the peeler. So would definitely suggest if you don't have the peeler, this thing, I've used it in person. I know this is going to sound really dumb because I'm a college kid that doesn't cook and is getting really excited about kitchen stuff. But this peeler is absolutely insane. Like I tried using it, and you can shred a carrot, like a full size carrot, within like 2 seconds. You just go and it's like done. It's crazy, and it goes like front and back. And the best thing about it is that I remember I have vivid memories actually from back in my youth. So like I was like 6 or 10 or maybe even 12. And I remember my mom asking me to go help her with Thanksgiving and like Christmas meals and stuff like that. And having to use her peeler was always like the scariest part of it because that peeler, it had like a wobbly, what I'm talking about, like the wobbly blade where it felt like it was just gonna
Yep.
like fling off and like slice your hand open. Yeah, I remember that. And I was so scared about it. And so I really like the fact that this wasn't like that, and it worked so well too. So definitely very cool there. Then over here we have obviously our ice cream scoop. This thing actually multiplies the heat of your hand into the metal, so it'll make it really easy to like scoop out really rock hard ice cream and stuff like that, and also to get seeds out of like a watermelon. So if you haven't used it for that, definitely try and do that. So pretty awesome there. Then over here, if you give me 1 second, I just need to it's a lot of talking, so I apologize. I just gotta take a breather every once in a while. Just good breather. All right, awesome. Going to get back into it. So this over here is our pizza cutter. So the blade actually comes out for easy cleaning, which I really liked about it, because I don't know if any other pizza cutter that I've ever heard of does that. I think it's really, really cool, because obviously a lot of gunk gets like stored in between the blade and the handle. So I think it's really awesome to be able to get that gunk out of there very easily. I mean, look at how easy this is. Just boom, boom. It's out like that. Super easy. So so I thought that was really awesome. Even though I'm not like a 20, 30-year-old mom, that's still really cool. I don't like germs being in my food, you know? So so definitely helps to be able to take that out and do that. Also, if you would like one of these, I would suggest getting two, because my family got one. Total mistake. It was in the dishwasher like every single day. So definitely try and get two or something like that. Same with the ice cream scoop, by the way. My dad and my brother are both really late night feeders, so they'll go in the kitchen and, you know, rummage around and have an ice cream. So definitely, if you want to have them available readily, get two. But yeah, go ahead and go over to the cheese knife here. So this thing is actually really, really sick. It has holes so the cheese doesn't stick to it. It's also great for potatoes, apples, and pepperoni. Like I said, this thing is really awesome. Don't you just love like how it cuts? It doesn't stick to anything because of those holes, so the cheese just falls right off, which is really, really cool. So lastly, we also have these shears here, or scissors. They're a customer favorite. They're strong and versatile. They can be used in the kitchen, garden, and beyond. I will say, if you're getting them for your garden, make sure to take them back in the house, because you'll have the whole house, including your husband, mad at you if you don't bring them back in, because my mom knows that the best. She loves to go out and garden and use them to like trim shrubs and stuff like that. So definitely don't make sure not to leave them out in the ground and stuff like that, because they're an important part of the house. So yeah, you can cut everything from delicate herbs to paper to tough packaging with them. This heavy duty blade comes apart for easy cleaning, which I thought was really cool as well. So you can actually just take them apart just like that, and it's really cool. So so yeah, and these will also work whether you are right-handed or left-handed. So I don't know if you're right-handed or left-handed, but definitely doesn't matter with these, which also super cool. You can just cut through pennies. Like you can take a quarter and do it too. I tried a quarter. Super awesome. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue on here. So I'm gonna give you a bit of a summary, Ms. Leanne. So let me review why so many people choose to invest in Cutco. You'll always have sharp American-made knives that are comfortable, safe, and sanitary. Cutco's guaranteed to last forever, so it'd be the last set of knives you'd ever buy. And Cutco saves a lot of money. Most customers who buy Cutco eat out less. That saves $60 a month, which personally, I'm a family of 5, and I know that $60 a month is a really, really general, like small number for eating out. So definitely saves a whole lot more than this. But if you save $60 a month, $720 saved this year. Over 25 years, you'll save $18,000. 18 grand is what you'll save by just not eating out as much. That's crazy to me. So so yeah, so several reasons why so many customers choose sets. Cutco
Pay
sets have the
attention to
right
those
tool.
things while you're young.
I'm sorry, say again.
Pay attention to those facts while you're young.
I know, it's awesome. Yeah, I saw that. Like as soon as I started doing this, I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like that's how much I could save? It's crazy."
Starbucks
But
too. Cut it out.
oh, I bet. I don't even drink coffee, and I'm glad. My parents never grew me up on soda or coffee, and so I never really liked it, and I'm super happy about it, because it's really bad for you and it's really addicting and really pricey. So
Yep.
happy. But yeah. So there's several reasons why so many customers choose sets. Cutco sets have the right tool for the right job. Cutco sets have a built-in discount, so it's cheaper. Sets come with a free cutting board and other free stuff as well. Sets are also much safer because they come in a block or a tray. And we have interest-free monthly investment options, so you don't have to pay for it all at once. So I really like that about that too. So when it comes to high-quality kitchen cutlery, it's like anything else. There's a wide variety of quality and prices. Cutco's top rated, so we only compare to the highest quality brands. Have you heard of Wusthof and Shun before?
Mm-mm.
No? That's good.
I don't think
We don't
so.
like those. We don't like those guys. That's good. So these high quality sets made overseas are two of the top selling brands in stores. Each brand has different types of sets, which range in price. Wusthof is the most popular. So the price for this Wusthof set is $3,435. Sometimes you can find it on sale for $2,000. There's some major differences between these brands and Cutco. Wusthof has mostly straight edges, so they need to be sharpened, which is a hassle. They're not recommended for the dishwasher, and the warranty is on manufacturing defects only. In comparison, Cutco has a unique wedge lock handle, exclusive double D stay sharp edge, and we have our 4-part forever guarantee, including our free sharpening. So Cutco owners, like yourself, will tell you that it's 10 times better than any knives they've ever used. Just considering the guarantee and unique features, most people would agree that Cutco is at least twice as good as Wusthof. When something offers twice the quality and value and lasts forever, you would expect it to be at least twice the price. At twice the price, you're talking over $4,000 for a set of Cutco. And that's whenever it's like bonus and it's got like a discount on it twice. So yeah, over here, I'm gonna go ahead and show you this one here. Oh, I lost something. That's my bad. Give me 1 second. My my like whole screen just cut out. What are you seeing right now?
One of the
You hear?
bigger sets.
Oh, you see the bigger set? Okay, I clicked on that like right before the whole screen just went away. What the heck? I don't know what happened. Uh, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna try and like refresh the page real quick. See if that would work. Well, that's weird. I'm just gonna go ahead and exit out of the page. I tried refreshing it like twice. Let me just go ahead and try and type it in. Try. I apologize. I seriously don't know what happened. All right, demos.cutco. Okay, here's the presentation. And okay, I'm back. Awesome. All right, I seriously don't know what happened. I apologize for that. So let me show you our two most complete sets. So this over here is actually, I think I'm showing you the wrong one. Yeah, there we go. So this one right here is our family set. This has all the 10 tools I explained earlier and our 4 most customer requested pieces. Those are your cheese knife for sticky starchy foods, your hearty slicer for big meats and cheeses. Let me go ahead and just click on this so you can see the actual breakdown as well. So yeah, so those cheesies are big meats and cheeses, your petite santoku for small dicing and chopping needs, and the super shears are included automatically in the set, which I thought was pretty cool. I really like those. It also comes with all 3 cutting boards, which is nice, sharpener and the wood block, and 10 table knives. But the best part about this set is it has a 10-piece steak knife option instead of the table knives. So unlike that one that you were talking about earlier, it doesn't have the steak knife option, which this one does. And then over here, this is our other option. This is going to be the complete set. So this has all the 10 tools I explained earlier in that slideshow, and 9 specialty knives. So those specialty knives are I'm gonna show you them real quick. There you go. Can you see the selection of knives? Awesome. So there's going to be the hearty slicer, the santoku, the cheese knife, and then our wide blade veggie knife, our 1-pound meat cleaver, our super flexible salmon knife, the petite slicer, the boning knife, and bigger 4-inch paring knife and super shears. So this one comes with all 3 cutting boards as well, sharpener and the wood block. And again, these come with 12 table knives, or you can get 12 steak knives, a very popular option. So we have found that one of these sets appeals to just about everybody. So if you were to own one of these sets for the next like 40 plus years, which would you prefer, the signature set or the complete set?
Probably one of the smaller ones, because
smaller?
most of the knife sets that I've owned.
Yeah.
I mean, to be real honest with you, I have a couple favorite knives and the rest of them I never touch.
Okay. Well, I will say that I hear that some, and it's so unfortunate because it's like if you at least know what they're used for and what you should use them for, it makes cutting and making the right meal and like the amount of time that it takes to do all that so much faster and so much easier. So I'm glad that we're here and that you're kind of learning a little bit more about maybe the pieces that you already have, so that you know when to use them. But it definitely is good to try and reach out and use the right knife because it just feels so much better. It's like, I don't know, it's like the perfect fit. But yeah, so You'd say like the signature set, right? Out of those two.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So the great thing about that set is it doesn't cost over $4,000, although it would probably be if it were sold in stores. But we do offer more product than those sets. So if you were to get this set, would you want the steak knife or the table knife option?
I don't know. Maybe the table knives. I'm not
The table
sure.
knives? Okay.
Yeah.
So the table knives? Okay. So in fact, Cutco the full Cutco set doesn't even cost as much as Wissos's smaller set at $3,435, thankfully. So the signature set with the table knives is only $19.95 or about $435 per month on our 5-month interest-free investment plan. So now let me explain our buy now bonus. So the buy now bonus allows me to give you free merchandise when you place an order on my first visit. So if you get the set today, I can include $350 of our accessories and gifts for free. So I'm drawing a blank. Miss Leanne, correct?
Uh-huh.
I was searching for your name. I was like, it's not Kathy. I know it's not Kathy. Miss Leanne, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you this question. Would you like to get the set of Cutco today and receive that $350 for free?
I don't know that I'm looking for a set that big today.
Okay. Okay. Well, Miss Leanne, we have a special program that we are offering called the Trade-In Special. Now, I would trade off your $350 worth of accessories. Instead, what I can do is take off that $350 off of your total price if you get it today. So instead of the set costing, what did I say? It was like $19.95 in total.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of the set costing $19.95 in total, it would only cost, let me see, $16.59. And the investment program that I mentioned before works the exact same on the set as well. The set on the investment program would only be $362 today. How does that sound?
Still don't think I want something that big today.
No? All right, that's no problem. We'll go ahead and go over to our next set then. So this is going to be the Homemaker. So I think, yeah, this is the Homemaker right here. So as I said earlier, our Homemaker Plus 8 is our most popular set. It's perfect for families that cook 2 to 4 times a week. It has the 10 basic tools I explained earlier in those slideshows, the 8 table knives, the wood block, the cutting board, and a sharpener for straight edges. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the option for the steak knives. I do want to mention that. We also have a Homemaker set without table knives. So if you were considering a set of Cutco, would you prefer the set with or without the table knives?
With, for sure.
With? Okay. So the great thing is that it doesn't cost $4,000. In fact, it doesn't even cost as much as Wissos's price of $3,435, thankfully. The Homemaker Plus 8 set is only $13.26, which includes shipping, but most of our customers take advantage of our 5-month interest-free easy pay option, which is only $268 today, plus local sales tax. And it does have that buy now bonus, where if you buy now, I can give you the entire kitchen tool set, the entertainer pack with those 4 popular gadgets, or a pair of super shears for free. So Miss Leanne, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you. Would you like to try out the Homemaker set today and get your free gifts?
I don't know. My husband's here listening too, and that's what we
Awesome.
were looking. We were
My name's
looking
Colton
at.
Bennett. I'm sorry. I just want to introduce. What's your name, sir? I can't hear anything.
Oh,
Did he say
Nathan,
something?
he said.
Nathan? Oh, sorry. Hey, Nathan. I'm Colton. I can't hear him. Did he say something?
Oh, yeah, he said, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. A little tired. I've been at work this whole day, but I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking.
So we can't decide if we want one of the small sets or if we just want some individual stuff, because I know there's some individual stuff that we want.
Sure. Okay.
Do y'all still sell that hunting knife?
We do.
Or something
yeah. So
similar
we're going to
to?
get to that for sure. I'm especially with Mr. Nathan over there. We will get to the hunting knives for sure. I'm sure he'd love some of those. By the way, I don't know if you know this. You probably do if you're mentioning the hunting knives, but Cutco owns K-Bar. So we are allowed to sell 2 K-Bar knives as well. So definitely very interesting there.
Let me see. Yeah, I think maybe some individual stuff is more what we're looking at today.
Okay. I do want to say that we actually still do have that trade-in special. So instead of that free stuff being given to you, so like the entertainer pack or the super shears or the kitchen tool set, I can actually discount your set instead of getting free stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Cool. Okay. Would you like me to look at the numbers for that?
it'd be like 9 something.
Let me check. So I think I have it here. Hopefully I do. If not, I might have to look at it. Okay, yeah. So it's going to be, what is the 5 pay for it? Oops. All right. So yeah, so your new total for the homemaker plus 8 with the discount option is going to be, instead of 1326, it'll be 1049 at 209.8 a month. How's that sound? And I will say, if you already have pieces from the set, I can also deduct the price of those pieces. That way you don't get double of what you already have. You know what I mean?
Well, we didn't buy anything standard last time. We bought a deboning because we do a lot of our own meat processing.
Okay,
So we bought the deboning knife, the hunting knife.
got you. So y'all are more into like the hunting knife kind of like area, other than
Yeah.
like not the actual like kitchen knives. Okay, that's all good.
Do you sell just a set of steak knives by themselves or
I
table
do.
knives, whichever ones? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I do.
What do you want to see? You want to see the hunting knife? You want another one of those? The first one he showed us, it's got like the chef, the
The
butcher,
signature, the signature or a complete set here. We have the ultimate and the signature. These are their knives here. So the ultimate would be the 10 knives that I showed you in the slideshow, and then plus 9 specialty knives that are actually like recommended from the customers. So we kind of take like customer forms, and then they tell us what knives they want, and we kind of give them those knives in these bigger sets. So we add on 9 more here, and then that comes with 12 steak knives or table knives. This bigger set has the option for steak knives, which is nice because the table knives aren't as nice. I'll say that for sure. And then we also have the signature set here with the 10 basic tools plus 4 more that are also customer recommended. You also get 2 more cutting boards over the homemaker, and you have the option for steak knives as well. And you also get 2 more steak knives than you would if you got the homemaker with the table knives.
and
So
which
homemaker
one
comes
comes
with 8.
in the homemaker? What do you have a layout of those knives too?
Yes, ma'am. Right here. So
There
the
it is.
homemaker is here with the 8 table knives on top of the 10 knives I showed in the slideshow. Unfortunately, it only does come with 1 cutting board, and also the 2 bigger sets already come with the super shears. So you could get like an entertainer pack or some other gifts for free.
During the one that you said we should get.
I'm sorry, say again?
I was telling him it comes with the like the pairing, and then that first one he said we should get one of those. That
Got you. Oh, one of these.
I can't remember what it's
Awesome.
called.
Yeah, there's the ultimate and complete set, and then the signature set here. So this one comes with 10 steak knives or table knives on top of the 10 knives I showed you plus 4, and the super shears and 2 more cutting boards. And then this ultimate set here comes with the 10 that I showed you plus 9 and 12 steak knives or table knives, and then 2 more cutting boards and the super shears, of course. Here, actually, this might be easier for you. I can't believe I haven't showed you this yet.
Oh, there
This
you
is
go.
kind of like a overall, yeah, that helps a whole lot. I apologize. I forgot this picture was here.
See, this one right here would have the pairing, the trimmer, the spatula thing, the petite carver, the 9-inch carver, the slicer, butcher knife, tuning fork, carving fork. Did you want an next set? Okay, I think if we decide on a set, the homemaker is
Sure.
probably definitely what we would want.
Okay. So was that the were you looking at the homemaker with the option of like having some other free stuff like the super shears or like the entertainer pack, or are you looking more of like a discounted homemaker without the free stuff?
The entertainer pack was just the ice cream scoop and
Right.
that stuff,
We
right?
have the yeah, the ice cream scoop, the peeler, the pizza cutter, and the what's the fourth one? The cheese knife. Yes, ma'am.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we need any of that.
Okay. So you were looking at a homemaker discount?
I think so.
Okay. That's all good. Then we'll go ahead and begin my actually favorite part of the demonstration, and we're going to go over to your wish list here. So I'm going to go ahead and write this down for you. Oh, let's see, Mr. Wait, Miss Amazing, Great Mrs. Leanne, and Mr. Awesome Hunter. I'm guessing Fisherman,
Good guess.
Mr. Nathan wish list. And if you don't believe that I just wrote all that down, I can totally send you a picture of it. All right. So we have the homemaker here, homemaker +8 with a discount. Awesome. Discount. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take you through basically the rest of the stuff, which I think is a whole lot more fun. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna start by making a wish list. So these aren't necessarily things that you're going to buy today, but as your rep, I'll be able to keep track of what you like for future reference. So basically, as we go through here, if Cutco were free, let me know what you would want to add to your set. And by free, I mean like if it was raining down from the skies, of course, like handle first, not so it would cut you. But if it was like raining down from the skies and free, and you walked out in your backyard and you would want to pick it up. So just let me know like that much. So yeah. Also, of course, the more you buy, the more you save. So don't be afraid of adding something because it may be end up coming for free on your order anyways. So if we get to a section that you have no interest in at all as well, feel free to cut me off and tell me to skip it without a problem. Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into this next part here. So obviously we have the table knives and the steak knife sets. So do you ever host holidays or have company over at the house?
Yep.
Awesome. A lot of customers quickly realize after they get their Cutco that their table knives are always in the dishwasher because they're used so often, like my parents. It's very common for people to add an extra 6, 8, or 12 to their order and keep their extras either in a block, a tray, or just stored in the drawer. That way, when company comes over, you're not having to choose who gets the good knives around the table and who's left with the old ones. So, do you think you could use some extra table knives or steak knives?
Possibly.
Possibly. Which ones would you looking at? Like, what set do you think you would want? Also, we do have these stainless table knives, which I will say I have one. They are incredibly amazing. Which we'll get to the flatware eventually, but they're beautiful. I will say. So they're there as well.
They come in a set of how many?
We have a 6, 8, or 12 sets
6,
for
8, or 12.
table, the stainless table, or the steak knives.
And what's the main difference between the table and the steak knives?
Right. So the blade is actually going to be the same. So they cut exactly the same, except the blade is like formed differently. So that's the steak knife right there in his hand. You can see it's like a long straight, kind of like
Longer,
cool,
yeah.
like a almost like a barracuda. You could see, and then over here we have the table knife, which is like I don't even know, like a piranha, I guess you could say. So yeah,
Just
it's
a
kind of like the
shorter,
difference.
stumpier
Yeah,
version.
it's just right. It's a shorter, stumpier, and it doesn't have the triple rivet handles like the rest of your knives, which the steak knife does. You can see the
Oh,
rivet
okay.
right there. So it kind of matches the rest of them, which a lot of customers like. So it's all up to you, and you can get them in different colors as well. Obviously, you can get them if you like them in different colors. But I will say the stainless is beautiful. Just putting it out there.
What is this? The table knives, what is a set of 8 run?
So I will say for all this stuff that's going to be like in this section, like I said, if it were free and raining from the sky, would you want it? Like, what would you want the most out of this? Because I'm going to talk about prices at the end. That way I can get discounts done, and we don't slow down as much. So yeah, so if you can just literally just pick something out.
Yeah, probably like a set of 8.
8 on table or steak? Or the stainless?
I think the table. I just think,
Table.
yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
All right. 8 table. Awesome. Go ahead and get on to our next section here. So these are going to be the gadgets. So we have a can opener. The can opener has super smooth wheel action. It leaves no sharp edges and has a strong magnet that holds the lid after removing, so it doesn't fall into the can. Which I'm gonna spill a little bit here, but this is the same kind of like vivid memory kind of thing with the can opener. As I used to try and open cans for my mom, and every time I would reach in there and I would be so scared to cut myself because one year I cut myself so bad that it just bled all over the place and into the can, and it was gross. And so I really like this feature that it has literally a magnet that can just pull it out. Like I wish that was available to me back whenever I was a kid. But yeah, so there's that. Then we have the wine opener, which is a gadget. Also has a bottle opener on the side. It can stand upright in the counter without rolling or tipping. It's a great gift for somebody that loves wine but would never treat themselves with a high quality opener. And then obviously we have the entertainer pack. You can get these in individuals or as a set. I think there's an automatic discount with the set, but it's all up to you. This pack makes an awesome gift as well. The entertainer pack is only $228 on the 5-month easy pay plan. It's only $48 a month to add it to your order. So would you like to add one of these to your order?
No, the only thing I'm really interested out of that is that cheese knife.
Sure. Okay. So actually, so none of these either, right?
No.
Okay. We'll go ahead and move on here to our next section, the cheese knives, right?
Oh,
So,
there you
so
go.
yeah, so we have a few different style cheese knives. In addition to the one that came in the entertainer pack, and they all have a micro double D edge. So they're great for all different types of cheese, of course, but also for tomatoes, lemons, limes, apples, and cutting raw potatoes for hash browns or homemade French fries. So obviously over here, I'm going to give you a little listing of them. So the cheese knife is pretty chunky. I will say it's a chunky thing, but it's the one that comes in the entertainer pack. It's the one on the left. Then we have the traditional cheese knife. This has the same blade, but with the full tang triple rivet handle to match your knives, kind of like the steak knife. And it's kind of like the table knife and steak knife different, just with the cheese knife. And then we have the mini cheese knife there on the right, and a Santoku style cheese knife, which some customers like the look of Santoku knives.
I think either one of those first two.
First two, okay. Which one do you think you would want? I will say the traditional cheese knife is a little bit more because it does match and it has a better handle and whatnot.
I think probably just the regular cheese knife.
Okay, sounds good to me.
1.5
Cheese
blade.
knife. All right. What does Nathan think? Are we leaving Nathan out?
Yeah, he
Is he
don't
not
care
here?
about cheese.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right. And then over here we have our flatware. So as I was saying, we do have that stainless steel flatware. So good flatware isn't cheap. The reason people buy our flatware is because they'll never have to buy forks and spoons ever again. Everything is guaranteed
No,
forever. So
I'm good on
no.
flatware.
Okay, sounds
No.
good. Like I said, it is beautiful, and I do want to mention this just because it warms my heart. But my grandma said that she would actually get me the chest for my wedding, so I'm super excited about that because these things are beautiful. They're beautiful. I
Yeah,
have 2 of my own,
it is.
but
It is a nice set.
yeah, no, but yeah, over here we have our low moisture cookware. So Cutco also makes really good quality cookware. It's American made, as a forever guarantee, and it's the healthiest cookware you can use, which makes it a great investment in your family's health. We also have great package deals with knives and cookware. So if you're looking for the best savings, I can show you what that looks like with the set of knives you liked and the cookware combined. So yeah, so Cutco's low moisture cookware. It's made using 5 layers. The outer layers are high quality stainless steel for easy cleaning, while there are 3 layers of aluminum on the inside for perfect heat distribution. It doesn't have a poor quality non-stick coating, so you don't have to worry about chipping and peeling, which I thought was really awesome. I hate the fact that pans literally chip and peel off into your food and make it very unhealthy. But once you preheat it for 5 to 7 minutes on medium, the cookware is virtually non-stick. So if used properly, making it very easy to cook your food. So yeah, so if you were to choose a set of cookware, would you like to do the complete, which is right here, the family, or the basic?
I don't think I need any cookware right now either.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and move on here to our sporting knives. So get Nathan, tap his shoulder.
Yeah,
So
there you
so
go.
you've definitely seen what the double D
Hey,
edge
that
does on leather.
drop clip point. That's the one I think we have.
Awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, so just imagine what it does for a hunter. We have some really great hunting and sporting knives, and the prices on these are lower than you probably expect for super high-end hunting knives. Cutco also owns K-Bar, which are the knives the United States Army and Marine Corps use. We have 2 K-Bar knives that I'm allowed to sell as a Cutco rep. So if any of these catch your eye, I can read you the details on them. Nathan?
Um, I think I know we might be interested in another one of those, the drop point
The drop
ones.
clip? Okay.
Yeah.
But do you want any information about them, or you kind of already have them? You don't really need it. Something like that.
Yeah, we have one of those. We love it.
Okay. So you're saying
And
maybe
maybe
another
one of,
drop clip,
yeah, and or actually maybe a gut hook instead.
a gut hook. Okay. I will say that the fisherman solution is pretty popular. Is he like a fisher? Does he go out and like deep sea fish or even like inshore, like bay fish?
Yeah, he does most of his stuff with electric knives though.
Oh, okay. I have heard of a lot of people that do say that, so that's fair. So we'll go ahead and move on here. You're good. You don't. Do you want to read any details on the gut hook or anything like that?
You want any info? Oh, he asked, does it come in orange or just black?
Orange is just black for the drop clip.
No, for the gut hook.
For the gut hook, I think it's just black, but I could be wrong. I would have to look at it to be honest with you.
Is that the only one? Yeah, I think just that one.
Okay. Go ahead and move on here then to our garden tools. So these are the only garden tools in the market that are guaranteed forever. They're rated by the Home
I
and Garden
kill
industry.
everything I plant.
It's the same as my mom, even though she tries really hard.
I tried
That's funny.
too. I tried
By the
too.
way, do you know my mom? It's very possible she knows everyone. So I just like to ask this
I
question to most
don't.
people.
I don't
Debbie
know.
Bennett.
Do you guys go to Grace?
We don't go to Grace. We go to Lavernia, or we go to St. Anne's.
Oh,
So
okay.
we yeah, we go to St. Anne's. But that would definitely be the place that you'd probably know me from if we did go to the same church. You would probably know me. But regardless, we're going to move on to our barbecue set here. So over here is our spatula, fork, and tongs. They're 18 inches long, so you can stand further back from the flames. They resist rust and corrosion, even if you leave them or outside by accident or on purpose. They're completely dishwasher safe. Most people buy a $60 barbecue set from like Walmart or something every few years, so you may as well get a good set once that's guaranteed forever. What do you think?
Hmm, I don't think so.
No? All right.
No.
Go ahead and move on here to our gift sets then. So these make great birthday, wedding, or appreciation gifts for all occasions. Do you have anything coming up in the next few months you'll need to get a gift for?
Uh,
I will say we have 2 pages of them too. So there's a lot of gift sets we have. They're a pretty popular option.
no, I don't think right now.
No? All right. Sounds good to me. Go ahead and move on to our baking set. Do you like to bake?
No.
Sounds good to me. Do you have any family members or like moms, dads that like to bake?
Not
Like love it.
particularly.
Okay.
No.
Sounds good. All right.
We do it when we have to.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of my mom too. So the company actually heard that a lot of customers didn't want to be without their knives when they went camping, tailgating, boating, or on the road. So they actually came out with these hard plastic sheets to stay safe and also to keep the knives from getting scratched up when you take them on the road. So we also have volume pricing discounts if someone wants to place a larger order for like a lot of them. But these are our sheets that we do own. So if you want a sheath for any of your knives here, feel free to say so. Or maybe if you wanted maybe if he wanted a steak knife and like a steak knife sheath, that's like close to a pocket knife. It's just really cool.
I don't think any of these would be going anywhere.
Okay, sounds good to me. Go ahead and go on to our personalizations and engraving. So we actually have an engraving department that does all kinds of personalization as well as business and corporate gifts. Lots of companies give a
No,
gift basket
that's
of something that would
okay.
be gone. Okay, sounds good to me. I just want to show you the pictures because they are kind of cool. I'm actually getting a engraved ice cream scoop for my girlfriend for our 3-year anniversary. So really sick. But yeah, anyways, I think that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and take a look at your wish list here. So I see we got the homemaker with the discount. Go ahead and put that in here for you. Boo, boo, boo. And then you said 8 table knives on the side. And a cheese knife. And then in terms of the hunting sporting knives, did you want me to throw a drop clip and a gut hook in there?
He said probably just the gut hook.
Okay, sounds good to me. Gut hook, cool. Oh, I just clicked on the whole thing. Oh, and it does come in black and orange, and also it has a an option for the serrated edge or straight edge.
Straight edge and orange.
Straight edge and orange, yes, ma'am. We had the exact opposite for the original, like the base package. So I'm glad you said so. All right. So this is going to be what your order looks like. And let me go ahead and actually add 8 table knives here because you were saying you wanted the package of 8. Cool. All right. Oh, and no, that's right. We needed 2. Oops. Because one of these 8 come free with your homemaker set. So congratulations there. Bonus.
Yeah, but you don't want straight edge on most of this.
All right. So give me 1 second to go ahead and calculate your pricing here.
No,
All right. So I went ahead and customize everything from your order, and I believe everything is right. We had the homemaker. Oh yeah, before I add this, we do have the homemaker set block here. So there is an option for, so you know that we have the chef knife, the one that's dicing, mincing, chopping. It's a 7 5/8 inch petite chef knife. That's what it comes with in its standard package. You can actually get a 9 1/4 inch French chef knife. If that's something you might want to like kind of upgrade to.
I kind of prefer the small ones.
Small one, okay.
Yeah.
And then we also have the handle colors. I think you said black, right? Black knives matter.
Yeah, black knives
Cool.
matter.
All right. And then we have for the block color, there's a honey, like a lighter kind of like honey oak block. And then there's also like a cherry wood oak block.
Probably the lighter one.
Lighter. Okay. Sounds good. Perfect. Just wanted to make sure I got that out there. And then all the other knives were black, of course. So yeah. So I went ahead and looked at your pricing. So let me go ahead and go over to your demonstration real quick. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you should see everything there, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, so everything here, in total, if you kind of like, if I was a newer rep and I didn't know what to do, and if everything was like cut out individually without any package deals or without any kind of discount, your total would be 2084. And with the package deal that you got from having the homemaker set in an actual set, you actually saved about $200 to make it $1,900, right at $1,900. And then I was actually able to take off a total of $615 off of your order to make it $1,469 or $293.8 a month for 5 months. How's that sound?
I'm confused. Hold on.
I guess it's 260.8. Yeah, I said that, right? Yeah, 260.8.
Oh yeah, 26. Okay. I don't know. What do you want? What do you want?
Now, I can actually do a deal for you if you wanted me to look into that bigger option and see what all you might be able to get discounted for free if you were looking for more knives and to have like that better set, maybe even the steak knives. But that's the deal that I can. That's like the best deal I can do for the homemaker set with the discount.
And so that $12.92 total price is
Yes, ma'am.
all four of those things listed above.
That's all for that with the bonus on the set, and then I also bonused. I was able to take off the 8 table knives for free, as well as the cheese knife for free. The gut hook had to stay, but the other two I was able to go ahead and bonus to give you a total bonus of like $615. So that was what I was able to do there. So on a 5 payment plan, it would be 260.8.
And I'm trying to think if we do.
Like I said, I can totally run a deal for y'all if you wanted me to look at your like kind of bigger package, or maybe even a homemaker without the discount, because then I would also be like taking off price from your other things. You know what I mean? Instead of just the actual set. But it's all up to you.
What would we be looking at if we just did? Let me see. What if I clicked your way?
And I can also take you back to any point in the presentation if you're looking to like look at like pictures and stuff like that as well.
How much of a pain would it be to price just the singles if we did the gut hook and a set of like 12 table knives?
So 12 table knives with the gut hook instead of like the cheese knife and 16 table knives.
No, if we just did the set of 12 table knives and the gut hook knife.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can run that really quickly. Give me 1 second. So you're saying like without the homemaker set or the cheese knife or anything else? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and run that really quickly. So table knives.
You want to next it?
Would you want the cheese knife in there or no?
Yeah, throw the cheese knife in there too.
Okay. All right, so I went ahead and got your price here for your guy here. So these are 12 table knives and the cheese knife and the gut hook with the straight edge and the orange. So let me go ahead and make sure I divide this for the 5 pay really quickly. All right, so for the 12 table knives, the cheese knife, and the gut hook, that is going to be a total of 640, or over 5 months, it'll be a 130.40 pay.
Okay.
That's without the homemaker set. Yeah, without the homemaker set at all.
Yeah.
So it'd be about like 400-ish more dollars for $1,000 worth of knives, or I guess 1326 worth of knives. But yeah, that would be about it.
Okay. Well, let us.
I'm sorry, I think you cut out there. What'd you say?
I said,
Oh, okay, cool. I wasn't sure if you were talking still, or if it was like cut off or what. Just wanted to make sure. How's Nathan doing over there?
He's good. He says it doesn't matter.
I would say, in my personal opinion, if it didn't matter, I would take the $1,300 worth of knives for $400 more. But that, I mean, like I said, that's just my personal opinion. If you don't want the knives and you don't need them, then that's that's y'all's thing to decide. But I'd say that that would be my choice. That's just
Well,
my
that's
personal
what.
opinion, and I know that that's probably I'm sorry if that comes off the wrong way, but that's just like that's all I'm trying to say.
Well,
Basically,
that's why I
like, does
said
that make
the
sense?
smaller set because I know that's everything we'll use all the time as
Got
far
you. Yeah,
as
no, that
with
totally makes sense for sure. I
what we typically do in the kitchen. So
I don't want y'all, definitely, like, the worst thing for me is to have someone overbuy what they don't need. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that y'all aren't looking for the signature or the complete set if that's something that you think, or you know that you wouldn't want to do. But I will say, as a part of our 4-part forever guarantee, we actually have a 30-day return policy. So if you did want to try and use the bigger set for 30 days and see if you like it, see if you think you would use them, then I can do that for you. And then maybe if you don't like having all those knives, and maybe you don't like that, then you can return them and take the smaller set for free.
yeah,
So I do want to say we do have that option.
I think go ahead and put the block back in there and we'll do that.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let me go ahead and take out these things. So we had a total of here we go. 8 table
So what
knives.
is that gut hook knife by what does it run nowadays?
124 by itself.
124. I couldn't
Yes, ma'am.
remember. I couldn't remember what we paid for that other one.
Yeah, I'd imagine. I mean, if you bought it 15 years ago, I'd imagine it was quite it was a little bit lower.
Yeah. Well,
I've heard of the change in price over years, which is pretty cool to hear about. But yeah,
that's what Nathan
unfortunate
was
at the
saying. He
same
was thinking
time.
it was $65 or so.
Yeah, no, they change for sure over time, which is why it's always the best. It's always the best idea to go ahead and get whatever you want as soon as a like Cutco rep like myself comes to you, because we have the ability to make the best deal, and also you'll get it early on before it costs way too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So okay, so I went ahead and got your homemaker set, not changed. That's good. 8 table knife and another. Okay, cool. Table. Cool. Bonus this and bonus that. All right. Cool. Now I think that should be updated. So you should see all the things you saw before. And homemaker set flea block. Cool. And that should be your pricing. I think it's the same. Oh, it is not. Let me see what I bonus differently. Ah, I bonused the cheese knife instead of the gut hook. So I'm actually able to bonus the gut hook. So, so again, we have the 8 table knives that you get with your set for free. Then you said you wanted to add on that 8 table knife order. Then we have the cheese knife and the gut hook. So I was actually able to bonus that entire 8 table knives by itself off. And then I was also able to bonus another 8 table knives and the gut hook. So the only thing you'd be paying for is the homemaker set and the cheese knife to a total of 1517 or 305.80 for 5 payments. How does that sound?
Okay, so there's 8 that come with the homemaker block,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am. So the 8 that come with, because you got the discount deal, I just discount the entire 8 table knives, and that's what subtracts from the 1326 to 1049. And that's basically the deal you get with that discount, that trade-in special deal. And then you would, and then you said you had the 8 table knives order plus the cheese knife and the gut hook outside of that. So how does that sound? What's that?
He said he liked that 1200 a minute ago better, but I don't think we had the extra table knives on there a minute ago.
Oh, did you not? Did you
I
want?
don't think so.
Did I forget those earlier, or did you want them now? I apologize. Because you
No,
had them
I
on
thought,
your wish list, right?
yeah, but I thought the
I'm not like putting
homemaker,
on an extra 8 or anything.
no, I thought the homemaker only came with a couple. I didn't think it
Oh
came
yeah, the
with a full set of 8.
homemaker plus 8. Yes, man. The homemaker plus 8 has 8 table knives on it. The signature has 10, and the ultimate has 12. That's how
Oh,
those
okay.
sets work.
Yeah, then we probably wouldn't need the extras then.
Okay. So you're looking at cutting down the extras, or are you cutting off completely?
If they're we're probably just cutting off completely.
Okay. Now, because you are cutting them off completely, I do want to suggest maybe trying out the steak knife. 1 or 2 of them couldn't hurt, but if that's not something that you want to do, then that's not something that you want to do. But that's just a suggestion. I'm going to stop giving suggestions because I think it's weird. But I will.
What's the smallest set of the steak knives?
I can do 1 or 2 by themselves. Yes, ma'am.
Do they come like in a set of 4, just like a small
They
set?
do. Yeah. So I think you get an automatic discount for getting like a smaller set. Let me see if there's a deal for those steak. Yeah, there's a 4-piece steak knife set in a gift box for $296, which I can factor in and see if how much I can discount and stuff like that. If you want me to do that.
Cutting them off completely. The extras. 8 of them come with a block. Okay, I think just the 8 that come with the blocks enough.
Okay,
I think.
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Whatever you think. This is your thing. That's all you. So awesome. All right. So I went ahead and got your 8 table knives here, along with your cheese knife and your gut hook, and I was able to bonus on top of. Oh no, I was not. They don't allow me to. So yeah. So since the price is kind of lowered now, I'm not able to bonus as much as I could before. So I can't bonus the cheese knife or the gut hook. But the price of your new order would be with the gut hook, the cheese knife, the 8 table knives that come with the block, and the block itself is a total of $12.49, or 5 payments over $252.20. How's that sound?
I think that'll work.
Awesome. Sounds good to me. We'll go ahead and move into our last little part here. So Miss Leanne and Mr. Nathan, how'd you like my demo?
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there any kind of like feedback you can give me, like just some tips to help me out and make me a little better?
Uh,
I'm willing to take whatever. I'm here to hear it. I'm 100% honest.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Really? Awesome. I like to hear that. So yeah, if you go ahead and pull out your cell phone, you can answer that third question about my
Oh
product
yeah.
knowledge on that app for me. That would be amazing. Also, there's no need to make me sound any better than I really am. Like I said, I want to get real feedback so I can help on or keep on improving. So once you answer that third question, now there's one more very important part. Here's where you can really help me out. So I get paid every time I show Cutco, but I can only show it to people I've been personally recommended to. So what I need you to do is go through your contacts and let's jot down the first 100 names that come to mind. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just joking. So yeah, actually, the app you downloaded is designed to be a huge time saver for both of us on this part. It allows you to send me introductions straight through the app, so anyone you recommend to me automatically syncs with my phone. So this is much easier, and of course, I'll only be able to see the contacts you send me. So on the bottom of the screen, you'll click the share button and then hit OK to share contacts, and it lets you select those 100 people that you wanted to refer to me. I'm just kidding.
Oh
Do you see it there or no?
yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, on this part, I'd like you to go ahead and just check off everyone that you think might be nice enough to see me. Not necessarily people you think would buy, just people who are nice like you who might take a look. That's really all I'm looking for. I'm looking to improve my demonstrations, not make sales and stuff like that. So just check off as many as you can and just let me know whenever you're finished before you click the share button at the bottom. Also, take as much time as you need on this because it's the most important part of the meeting for me, and I do not mind waiting at all.
Okay, give me just a minute. Let me scroll through here.
Sure thing.
I'm gonna send you one just for fun, okay? You'll figure it out.
Sure. I'll figure it out. That's funny. Who's this one?
Here's this one just for fun.
Is it my mom?
No, I don't think I know your mom.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I forgot about that. A lot of people do that. A lot of people are like suggest me Debbie Bennett, and I'm like, okay, thanks. It's just like it's funny. Is it Miss Hendrickson? That'd be funny too.
I haven't even got to her yet.
But yeah, just like I said, anyone that you think would just be nice enough to kind of just sit here and let me talk is anyone that I would want to do a demo with. So take as much time as you need. It's so fun to see these people come through and know that I like know half of them and just like see the demo happening before my eyes because it's like I know it'll be fun to talk to them, but I'm just happy that I get referred to them, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing this?
If you would believe it, I have been here for 6 months, I believe, so 6 or 7 months, which is pretty awesome. So yeah.
What
I'm
got you into
going.
Cutco? Did you have a friend that sold or?
Yeah, I did. Emily Ramzinski. I don't know if you know her or not. She's my cousin, and she's related. She's the daughter of Ryan Ramzinski. He owned a lot of things throughout Livonia. I think like well, he's big into showing. If you know about the showing culture, and then there's also what's that? The one next to the daycare in Livonia, behind the HEB.
Oh yeah.
He owned that for a little bit, or whatever it was called. Oh gosh, it was like a coffee shop or something. But yeah, anyways, she sold, I guess, for a week or two, and she'd referred me to it, and I'm thankful that she did, because I found a very nice, lenient, stay-at-home job that has served me really well. So can't complain. Plus, I get to talk to
Okay.
awesome people like yourself. So
Okay, I sent them through.
all right. So did you hit share or no?
I think
Don't
I
hit it if
did.
you did. Okay. Or if you didn't already, don't hit it. So 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 what do you see on your screen right now, or on the app?
It has there's a view all, and it's just got the list of people that I sent to you.
Oh, okay. So there's is there a share button in the bottom right or no?
There's a share at the top.
Okay.
Oh, but I have to go back to it. Okay, hold
Got
on.
you.
Let's go back to the bottom. Hold on.
All right. Before you hit that share button at the bottom, if you're on the right page, then I would want to say that if you are at how many does it say?
7.
7? Okay. Well, I want to say that I want to say thank you so much for those 7 people. That absolutely keeps my job going, and I want to say thank you so much for that, because it's a huge help to me, especially during this push. But just so you know, if you can give me at least 5 to 10, like you're at 5 to 10, but I'm saying, like, if you end the number on a 5 or a 0, it actually becomes a sponsor. So every 5 recommendations that I get is a sponsor that gets me 1/50th of a step closer to a scholarship. So that's basically what that means. So if you can try and end at 10, that would be amazing. If you can't, I understand. And I thank you so much for the people that you've already given me. But if you can try and just fit in 3 more nice people, then that would be amazing and a huge help to me.
I think I had already hit the share button.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not on the bottom anymore.
Okay, that's all good. Like I said, that's all good. So I just want to say thank you again for those 7. So yeah, so it's much easier for me to contact people when they already have a heads up that I'll be reaching out. So if you'll go ahead and click introduce next to the first one on your list, and then click the blue copy to text button. Oh wait, I forgot to fix that. Hold on. Hopefully I can just fix that really quickly. Yeah, the last one that I did, I put my phone number in wrong, and so it it triple texted some other random dude. So if you can refresh the app, actually I don't know if you should refresh the app. I might delete everything. I don't want that to happen. Does it show you a phone number anywhere whenever you click that that copy to text button? Like the introduce copy to
No.
text. It doesn't
Hold
show a
on.
phone number. So basically what this is you'll be 3-way texting the people that you're recommending. That way they know that I'll be reaching out to them. It definitely helps me a whole lot to be able to reach out to someone that knows that I'm reaching out to them, instead of just calling them out of the blue. I think that's probably more professional for someone that you recommended to me, of course. So if you could try and just make sure to do that introduction with I have a pre-pasted like text message that should be there. I don't know if you found it yet or not.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's the phone number that it has you texting with?
It's 210-383-9841.
Dang it, it's 9841. I put 9841 and it's supposed to be 9481. So if there's any way you can change that, that would be amazing, because someone else is receiving my 3-way text messages, which is really funny and also really bad at the same time. But I still do get referred to them. So if you can change that, if you can find out any way to change that, then that's okay. Or that would be amazing. If not, then that's okay. I'd say you don't have to introduce me.
Yeah,
Just because.
It's not letting me edit the number.
Okay, that's all good. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't think that it would.
But I can just
So
text those people and let them know that you'll call
yeah,
them.
that would be amazing. Thank you so much for that. yeah, if you can just copy that message, if you already have, then just go ahead and text those people. That would be awesome. I'll even try and give you who they are. I see Amber Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
You just tell me whenever you're ready for the next one.
Hold on, I'm just trying to get out of this now.
Sure.
There we go. Oh, I can just screenshot it.
That works,
Got it.
I guess.
Yeah, I got it. Because it,
You should not
well,
copy the text or no?
I did.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, then there's the Amber Crawford person. And then if I can actually get the actual name of Chels,
Oh,
that
that's
would
my
be no.
sister, Chelsea.
It happens. It happens. Don't worry. It happens more than you. What's her last name?
Pavelic.
Pavelik. Oh, are y'all related? Is she related to or I guess y'all are y'all related to the Paveliks that taught at the gym in the intermediate school a long time ago?
In Lavernia?
It was a guy. Yes.
I don't
You know?
think so.
You don't think so? My
No,
mom
his whole
knows and loves that
family,
person.
Nixon, Smiley, that area.
Oh, okay. Got you. My bad. Pavelik. How do you spell that?
It's Pawelek.
Got you. Got you. All right. Thank you for that. So we have, yes, ma'am. So we have Amber Crawford. We have Chelsea or Chelsea. Um, we have, of course, Darren Hendrickson. I love Darren. That's the one. I'm sure he'd love a text
That's
from me.
super fun.
I'm glad that you gave me him. That's funny. And then we have Jerry Laughlin, Laughlin,
Yeah,
however you pronounce that.
Laughlin.
You just tell me whenever you're ready, so I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. And then we have Miss Leslie Garza.
Uh-huh.
And then Miss Liz Richter.
No, Lynette Melton should be the next one.
Oh, we got Melton. You said Melton, Leslie. I think mine goes in alphabetical, Leslie. Yeah, so I wouldn't get Melton until after, but I also don't see a Melton here.
It should be Lynette Melton and Tanner Vocal are the last.
Oh, Lynette Melton. Okay, Tanner Vocal. Yep, I see Tanner Vocal. He's in the last. Okay, so Liz Richter, Miss, I lost her again. I apologize. And then Tanner Vocal, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So as long as we got like intro text out to them, that works for me. So I just did that happen?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for that. I apologize again for the app screw up. I forgot to fix it since my last demo, like 20 minutes before ours started. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for those introductions. So out of those 7 people, who do you think would be like the first like 5 that I should do a demo with? Or first 3, I guess.
I would definitely call Lynette. That's Miss Hendrickson's other sister.
Oh, got you, Lynette. We're just gonna hit
Yeah.
all the Hendricksons.
My
I can't
sister
find
Chelsea
Lynette. What's her last name?
Melton.
Melton. That's the one that I can't find. Lynette Melton.
Yeah, because I don't know where Liz Richter's coming from. I didn't send you that one.
Oh, maybe you sent me her instead of Lynette on accident. So I do have a Liz, but I don't have a Lynette. Just odd. Huh.
I don't know. That's weird because I don't know who Liz Richter is.
I'll go ahead. How about this? I'll take out Liz Richter and I'll go ahead and write down Miss Lynette's name and number. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. And you did already text her, correct? Lynette. What was Lynette's last name again? Apologize.
Melton. Melton.
Awesome. All right. And her number?
It's 830
830
391
391
2575.
2575. Awesome. Thank you so much for her. And I again thank you so much for for putting up with this whole issue and trying to get around it. But I apologize. It doesn't normally happen. All right. So awesome. So Lynette, and then who would be like two others that you think I should start with?
Tanner
All right.
and Leslie.
Tanner and Leslie. Awesome. Let me go ahead and just make a note really quick to call them first. Call. And again, I'm going to be calling them the same as I did with you. I won't do any different, I promise. Call. Oh, that's so funny. I think I had someone else recommend me to Miss Nutt also recommended Leslie Martin.
Oh yeah.
You know Debbie Nutt?
I don't think so.
No? Oh wow, that's so weird. I got off a demo with them 20 minutes before you, and then you recommended one of those same people. That's so funny. All right, cool. Well, yeah, it's funny how those web of things work sometimes. But yeah, let me go ahead and get back to the demo. It kicked me out because I was being stagnant. Okay, so I just want to say thank you so much again for those recommendations. You may end up thinking of some more people in the next couple of weeks, or may run into someone who says they want Cutco. Anytime that happens, please, you can just pop open that app and send me more contacts, and it will sync up automatically and let me know who referred them to me. So yeah. Anyways, I want to say thank you so much for those, and let's go ahead and get this order for you. So let's see here. So you're a reorder, correct? Because you already had Cutco customer purchase before. Awesome. Let's just do a demo. Leandra Esmala. It is LEANNE DRZYMALA.
No.
No? I guess that. Is that really wrong? I apologize.
It's LEEANN.
LEEANN. All right.
And then DRZY
CY.
MALA.
MALA. Awesome. Okay. I apologize for that. Your name is a little bit hard to spell. And
Yeah.
Can I get a good address from you?
Yeah, 8201.
Oh wait, and let me go ahead and end this this Zoom recording so you don't just start